Hello. So after reading chapter one and reading through what Orand, not sure how to pronounce his name, but anyway, after reading what he read about American attitudes towards rules, I do believe that the American attitude towards rules can be seen in business, law, and other institutions. Because in society, unfortunately, we hear a lot about scandals, frauds, mistrials, etc. Because individuals choose not to follow the rules, or they somehow, go around them thinking that they won't be caught, or it doesn't um, adhere to them. Americans in athletics, in my opinion, and in every aspect of life, they truly need referees and rules to follow. We live in a society where one does not necessarily follow a code of honor system, not everyone necessarily, I should say, because even in the simplest forms, for example, speeding through a yellow light in an intersection when the rule for a yellow light is to slow down. And I agree that Americans do want to exploit the rules of a contest as much as adhering to them. A perfect loophole example, I think, is in law when lawyers have to undergo search warrants and interviews, but yet, you always hear of evidence that's technically found in a non-legal way. However, it's fair play, but those don't necessarily follow the rules. For question two, to what degree does sport reflect society and society reflects sport? I think that sport reflects society in many ways, more than we realize. For example, we have teamwork with teams in sports and having to work alongside coworkers. Within sports, there are leaders and captains, and then in society, we have leaders who take charge in work. We follow them in the government, church, managers. Another example is when we as athletes, we work hard and practice and to workouts to gain experience and to improve, and that reflects society because it shows that hard work and pays off and it improves every aspect of life. In reverse, I think society is reflected in sports sometimes in a negative way because it proves that we may not always like our coworkers or our bosses, and that translates to sports. We may not always like or agree with teammates or coaches, but we have to learn respect and how to keep the peace and how to cohabit and how to work together as best as possible. Another example is I think society gives a really high expectation for success and hierarchy. I think that's really true in sports now. Many athletes and parents and coaches, they have to put more emphasis on winning over the importance of the personal success and the improvement of the athlete. So thanks for listening. Bye.